Yeah.
Yeah, this idea of repurposing it again into
Hmm.
new material that can then be made, that seems like the better solution to, some mass production of some,
Yeah.
whatever low cost, produced clothing that can be given away easily, something made from all
Yeah.
this clothes instead of trying to sort it out to people, right? And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah. Because after
you can
that,
match it a little bit even.
yeah, you don't know where it really goes after that. I love donating the
Yeah.
clothes to those in need, but I have a feeling that they're not educated enough to know, oh, okay, what happens when I throw it away, which is understandable. And so I want to build awareness too to some of these communities and possibly put, these are my dreams.
I love
Put
it.
bins everywhere, just like a Salvation Army would, where you could do this
That's a
stuff and let's
great
repurpose
idea.
it. Let's rethread it. Let's remake it. There's a company called
Yes.
Evernew, and I spoke to the owner. She actually worked for Target, and she saw sort of what was going on in when she went to China to see what was happening, how these things are made, and she vowed to never be a part of that side of it again. So she's doing everything she can to change it. And she met this very smart man at MIT, and he created this machine that is now doing it. So she's sort of in the
Wow.
same place I am, trying to get people to understand this, change consumerism,
Yeah.
change, how we do things. It's going to be tough, but I believe in her. She believes in me. And she's like, just start saving stuff. And maybe one day, right now they work with Target. Target does regenerate their clothes with them.
That's great.
Levi's has always been a great company about recycling and regenerating their denim, and being very sustainable. And then Adidas and Stella McCartney. Stella McCartney is kind of the motherhood of all this sort of like being sustainable fashion. And so, my hope is, I've talked to them a couple of times, is to get to where I'm sort of the first organization, I guess, to work with them versus a company, as long as I can build programs with some bigger sponsors. So that's in the in the dream world. It's
Yeah.
coming in 2022, hopefully.
Hey, there you
Uh,
go. You got to
but
have goals, right? I
I
mean,
gotta have goals, and right now I just have a great list of celebrities. Some of them are musicians, some of them are CEOs, agents, directors, producers. It's not just celebrity driven. I have some great actors on the list. They just don't want to be known. They want to be
sure.
private about it, which is understandable. They don't want to be like, this is so and so's, onesie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some are okay with it. They're like, tell them, if it sells, it sells it. Do
Yeah.
it.
Sure.
And so, and the charities that they all have chosen are just really incredible. Some of them just give me chills. I'm just like, I wish we could just conquer and divide and help all these organizations. They support women and children and the environment, Latinas, LGBTQ communities. So it just really helps. The more you allow the celebrity to just choose, then we're really conquering a bunch of things. So it's just, you recycle it, you spin it, and then we give back to those in need with it. So that's where we're at right now.
So how do people like sign up? Can just anyone that's sort of well off and has a lot of clothes and just like doesn't know what to do with it? I mean, I definitely know a lot of people like that that just
Yeah,
they end up throwing it away. I mean, that is
I
the
know.
sad fact. And you know what? They do it secretly. It's like 1 a.m. They put on the black outfit. They drive into some like, some other place across town and getting rid of it because you feel a little
You
shameful
feel
about it.
bad.
I've thrown clothes away and I do feel bad because you think, well, what am I going to do? I'm not going to sell it. What I don't know who to give this to,
Yeah, yeah.
or they
It's
won't take
hard.
it. Some places won't take clothes if
They
it
won't
doesn't
take
meet a
it.
certain standard exactly that,
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah,
So
yeah,
what do you do? Yeah,
yeah.
I think education is,
Yeah,
educating people about the problem so you can then sell them on the solution to it as
right.
well. But
Yeah,
yeah,
educating everybody is the key goal here, and then giving them actual places to go or things to do, a list of here's what happens when you do this, and here's what happens when you do this, and this is the good, way. And it's just going to take work. And I think what happened is, because fast, it's so hard to say sometimes, fast fashion came around,
yeah.
then it's like the fast, get rid of it, just get rid of it. And it's like, oh
I
no,
never
you
heard that
need,
term before this
yeah.
conversation.
There's a great documentary called The True Cost. And it changed. I mean, I thought I was just going to resell baby clothes and make money for charity. And
Yeah.
it just changed everything for me. I just didn't realize what was going on, that it was still going on for the workers too. And the abuse and the pressure and the little amount of money they're making because these high fast fashion companies are just battling who has the $4.99 shirt, or okay, then we're
Sure.
going to go $3.99. And it's like,
Yeah.
why would you buy a $3 or $4 shirt? It's sad. And it's sad for those in the third world countries, developing countries trying to work and make a living. And then we're just dumping our stuff there too, for them to like deal with it. So it's really hit me in my heart. And we're half profit, half not for profit for the charity portion, but I'd really like to change that to a full not for profit, give everything to charity, really build some sort of a capsule where we work with other sustainable organizations and together, and how can we conquer it with food, with clothes, with jewelry. Like, I think I was just thinking the other day, somebody on Instagram asked if I wanted to be like a Instagram influencer with their jewelry. And I was like, really? 46-year-old me? Okay. And it was like 3 pieces of jewelry. And I was like, wait, where's this jewelry coming from? Of course I'd love a cute little something and change it up, but where's that go? Where does it go? Where's it being made and where does it go? Just like you are thinking, like with food. When I produced music festivals, we really had to conquer the waste and such with that. And we did a lot of food and wine festivals too. I worked at C3 Presents for like 10 years. And wow, what's the one chef's name he makes you eat everything if you're going to kill an animal? Andrew?
I don't know. So what's the deal? He asked you to kill his own food?
If you're going to kill anything, he's a chef. Is it Andrew or Anthony?
Anthony Bourdain? I mean,
No,
he passed away, of course.
He passed away, but
Zimmerman.
Maybe Zimmerman. Bald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
he comes to the food and wine festivals, and he has a session about
sustainability.
Does. Yeah,
he definitely
and it's
goes to those festivals.
Incredible. Yeah. It's incredible what you learn about how, if you're going to kill an animal, you need to use every bit of it. Every bit has a purpose. You need to treat it like it's something you really needed. Otherwise, it's not sustainable. It's not fair to the animal, to the planet. And I was just like, this is so interesting. And so, at the festivals itself too, with waste and stuff, we used to put things in plastic stuff and all our catering and everything. And then it just, we changed it all within like a year or two, because we were like, whoa, the waste, our carbon footprint and the waste. We started, if we're trying to make money to raise money for the parks, then, what are we doing by canceling that out with just plastic trash everywhere? So we, did the watering stations. And so there's somewhere, everywhere, and everything we do that we can do better about it. I'm still trying to learn about composting and trash at home and single-use plastic. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. But once I had my son, I was like, the numbers are really bad. And it's like, we have 30 years to truly fix it. And I mean, that's, he's going to be 30 before you know it. So I'm like, if I put him on this planet, I better do my part, right? And my chunk to help save and do something about it.